Real Valladolid versus Real Madrid, the top of La Liga versus the very bottom. My name's David and welcome to this match preview. Now before I go any further, I just want to ask you a simple question that you can write in the comments while I speak to you through this preview. Do you think Ancelotti should start with the same lineup that he did against Salzburg that he is going to against Valladolid? Of course, Vinny's suspended, so we can't obviously use him, but do you think we should start with the same lineup apart from that, including Valverde playing right back and maybe Modric slotting into the midfield with Ceballos, and probably Brahim is going to play on the right wing? Now, I think this is going to be a much tougher game than Real Madrid fans actually take it for. Last time, they gave us a very strong game, a very tough game. And it was until about midway through the second half that Valverde rocked an absolute free kick, a peach of a free kick, and then that actually spurred us on to win the game. Now, this time round, I think Real Madrid are a completely different proposition. We're seeing this team gel, finally. We've been all calling for it as Real Madrid fans, but the front three are gelling, and I think with Rodrigo occupying his natural position on the left, and then Brahim the right with Mbappe, this is going to be absolute class this game. We need to actually put them to the sword and send a message to Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, most importantly. Yes, Barcelona are 7 points behind, may I remind you that, but we have to send the message once again. We need to keep this run of form of games. That is it, rack win after win after win, and the only way we're going to do that is by playing class football like we did in the last game. Silky smooth, we saw it. The way they were moving the ball about, especially Modric and Ceballos in the midfield. Absolutely exquisite football. So let's get into it, guys. I want to actually cover the players that I think will start the game. Now, Brahim, let's start with him, of course. And Brahim Diaz is, we obviously know that he's an amazing footballer. His first touch, his ball control is exquisite. And with him and Rodrigo, I think on opposite wings, they're going to be absolutely cooking this game. They're going to be cooking. Valladolid are just on the worst form possible. Obviously, they're bottom of La Liga, they're relegation fodder, and we just need to actually annihilate them. Let's just go and do it, because Brahim is going to, this is where he lives, in these kind of games, where he's not facing the best of opposition, but his class and his skill level just shows as well. And obviously he can play against the bigger teams, we all know that. But Brahim Diaz, the way that he actually passes the ball with Modric is a different level, and they will be playing on the same side. You're going to see Modric occupying the right hand side of the midfield with Brahim Diaz, and the way they just do give and goes, 1-2s, obviously interchange of play, they are just amazing to watch at every level. So those two are going to be absolutely crazy. And obviously with Mbappe in the middle, hey, let me tell you about Mbappe. This guy has found himself. Finally. We've been calling for him to find himself. The Mbappe that we know for France, the Mbappe that we know for PSG. And this is now Mbappe that we know, people. Yeah. So him up front, you know what people were saying at the beginning, okay, just drop Vinny, put Mbappe on the left, but I don't think so. I think Mbappe, if we drop him out to the left wing, then we don't have a natural striker. What we're going to do, play Hendrick there. So obviously Mbappe playing up front is what we want to do, and it's what Ancelotti wants to do. Ancelotti's going to stay for 4 more years here. So we might as well let him build what he wants to build and just say nothing of it. Let him do what he wants to do. And Mbappe now is taking on man, he's dropping a bit deeper, he's passing actually much quicker, his ball control is much better. And this is the Mbappe that we love to see, because it's just exciting. It's exciting to see it play. I haven't been excited at this now, obviously Mbappe's recent games. I haven't been excited like this since Ronaldo actually came, Cristiano Ronaldo came to Real Madrid. I mentioned it in a previous video. So for us, we really need to actually see more of this Mbappe, be a bit more consistent with his form, and then he would actually fry the season. If he can get, 25 plus goals this season, hey, he's had a good season. I've got to be honest. He's had a good season if he had 25 goals in the league. That is him, obviously. So I just really need to see him score and score and score. And this is an opportunity for him to rack up goals, trust me, against Valladolid. Because I could see this as an absolute whitewash. I could see this 5-0, 6-0 going, the way Valladolid are going at the moment, operating at the moment. And that leads me on to Rodrigo. Rodrigo, I've got to be honest, yeah, I've said he's been inconsistent. I'm not going to shy away from that. He has been, let's be honest. But Rodrigo now, different level. He's finding a different level. And we just need to see this on a consistent basis. I keep on repeating myself, but we do. Because Rodrigo has the skill and the ability, and I mentioned it last time, he reminds me, yes, of more of like a Robinho type player, where his ball control, the way that the ball sticks to his feet like glue, is what we need to see. He's like a cross, you know, and not obviously so much on the level of Neymar, but his ball control is like that. It's a mixture of both. So he's got much better ball control than Vinny, I've got to remind you. Vinny is just more... He's just a little bit more erratic than Rodrigo, but Vinny is just a bit more direct also than Rodrigo. So, yeah, Rodrigo, absolutely brilliant. He's been playing well, obviously. Salzburg game, obviously, just what a goal, by the way. The second goal was absolutely exquisite, and we just need to see more of that. We do need to see more of that, without a shadow of a doubt. And that leads me on to the midfield, guys. Bellingham is absolutely taking this league by the scruff of the neck, honestly. Since the turn of the year, he's been doing amazing things. And people don't actually realise this with Bellingham, yeah? People are more concentrated on Mbappe and what he's doing. But Bellingham's just taking a little back seat. He's taking a little back seat, and he's realised that Mbappe is the guy this season. That's it. He's a guy. People are focused on him. So what does Bellingham do? Be mature about it. You know, the way that he occupies that spot behind Vinny, and also doing the box-to-box work as well. Incredible. Incredible. I haven't actually faulted one of his performances pretty much since the beginning of the year. Maybe obviously against Barcelona in the final, but yeah, I think he just got run out obviously in the semi-final anyway. But honestly, just incredible. Incredible. Increíble, people. Increíble. Before, obviously, and people have criticised, I've criticised Bellingham for the way he operates on the field sometimes, just sometimes a bit lazy, but not this time round. Definitely not this time round. He's not lazy at all. He's tracking his man. He's getting back. He's attacking well. When he loses the ball, he's on it again. He's trying to recover it. You know, and that's what Bellingham does, because he's just a full package. He's the all-round athlete. And if he's the all-round athlete around that, then there's no stopping him, especially with Mbappe. And also, finding his groove and trying to overlap Mbappe sometimes. When Mbappe drops a bit deep, realise Bellingham just goes and takes charge and just goes, okay, I'm going to do my own thing here. Because Ancelotti likes his teams to play with freedom, I've got to admit. So, obviously, Bellingham doing amazingly well. Ceballos, let's go into Ceballos, people. Ceballos, 10 out of 10. Honestly, what is the transformation? Where does it come from, people? Because Ceballos, I think that pocket between the defenders and obviously the midfielders to the attack is where he lives. And he controls the ball well. You can see his vision. He has natural vision. And he's probably been one of our best players all season. One of our best. So Ceballos needs to occupy that midfield with Modric. Modric and them, is controlling the ball for days. The tempo of the ball is controlled by both of them. They are easily just, you know, mixing and matching, passing here, passing there. They know when to pass to the closest player. They know when to actually deliver the ball next to them. They know when to create a triangle with Bellingham. They know when to drop deep to receive the ball of the defenders. And those two, yeah, obviously it's not Cruz level. We know that because it's Ceballos, yeah. I'm not going to call him Cebollas anymore, but it's Ceballos, yeah. And he's not Cruz level, but do you know what? He's taking charge. And he's knowing that he's now got an opportunity to actually make a name for himself at Real Madrid. And he's doing it. He's doing it. Honestly, one of the best players this season. And may I remind you about Modric. Aged like a fine wine, people. Aged like a fine cheese, people. Like a lovely, mature cheddar. That's it, you know. Man like Luka Modric. Just, what can I say about this guy? He's aging and he's just looking better and better. That's it, you know. Remember when Pirlo started aging and he started getting better and better? Same with Modric. That's the kind of thing that I'm kind of comparing him to. So it's just timeless. He's a timeless player and he knows what he's doing. He knows where everybody is. You know what? When he receives the ball, he's doing what obviously a lot of the great midfielders do. What a lot of the great midfielders do is they look behind them, they look left, they look right before they receive the ball. He knows where everybody is. He spots a player and he picks him up with ease. With ease. And that just leaves us now to the defensive line. I wanted the same defensive line. I asked you this question at the beginning of the video. I want the same defensive line, people. I want to see Valverde, I want to see Rudiger, I want to see Asensio, and I want to see Fran Garcia. Actually, no, I swapped Fran Garcia out for Mendy. Yes, Mendy's decent. He played decently last time, but you know what? I'm not really a big fan of Mendy. I don't really like the way he occupies the space. I'm going to be honest. He's defending a bit shoddy. Ceballos actually bailed him out a couple of times there in the last game against Salzburg. They had the ball a couple of times on that side, and he bailed him out. And you know what? That's obviously for a defensive midfielder's job to do also, to try and help out, you know, his wing backs. But hey, Mendy's not the guy, I don't think. I think Fran Garcia just a bit more potent in the attack, and I think with Rodrigo they will cook obviously in this upcoming game against Valladolid. So that's pretty much obviously the team. And obviously Courtois in goal, we know that already. But that's the team, guys. So I'm going with Courtois, Valverde, Asensio, Rudiger, Fran Garcia, Ceballos, Modric, Bellingham, Mbappe, Brahim and Rodrigo. That's the team I'm lining up. I don't know what you think, guys. Make sure you comment down below what you think of the team and if you line up with the same. And you know what? I've got to speak about one more player, yeah? Arda Güler's not giving enough chance. If Ancelotti sees that Valladolid are going to pose any threat, then maybe swap out Brahim Diaz for Arda Güler. Give Arda Güler a chance to start this game and maybe let Brahim Diaz rest a little bit, because you know what? I want to see Arda Güler play as well. I just need to see him. Or drop out Bellingham, give his knees a rest and make Arda Güler occupy the number 10. Because there's always opportunity for him to do that as well. Arda Güler is such an amazing player. We know it. His rhythm of play is just outstanding. Why isn't he given a chance? Because he has to fight. He has to compete with these men in this team. That's it. So, you know what? There's nothing really more to say about Arda. He is just a fantastic player. He just needs to find. His placing. And unfortunately, it's not at the moment. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but Ancelotti doesn't see him maybe as mature enough yet to feature into starting games in La Liga. But you know what? Copa del Rey is obviously around the corner as well. So I don't see why not he won't feature there. So guys, that's me, guys. Much appreciated, obviously. And yeah, I'm in Larnaca. It's my last day here. And yeah, it's beautiful, obviously, to see. You saw the sun dying out over time. And hopefully you like this kind of video. I'm going to be trying to do this more in Madrid in the future, guys. Madrid 2025, always. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. So let's do that, guys. Madrid 2025. I'm ready for it. Obviously going to move with my girlfriend. I'm really excited. Probably be towards the end of the year. So you know what, I'll be doing these videos outside the Santiago Bernabéu stadium that I've loved. I've been there so many times as a kid, with my family, with my uncles, my aunts, obviously. And I just really want to relive those moments when I was there. So much appreciated, guys. Comment down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, a la Madrid. Y nada más. Take care. Time to end the stream.